Hello and welcome to the Nintendo News Network. Well, there's a lot, and something that's pretty exciting is the stages. It's where the battles actually set. So today, me and Matt, we're going to go through a few things. First, we're going to be going through what stages we'd like to see return from old Smash games into Smash 5. Then we'll go through stages we think should be completely removed, or even stages that have been kind of forgotten that we should never see again. And then last, probably the more exciting part, what new stages that don't exist yet should be in Smash 5. So, let's start off with stages that are going to be, that we want returned. Matt, start us off with something.
Midgar needs to go.
That's not what I said.
No, it's not, but it still needs to go.
Yes, if you've watched our other videos, you know about his love for Cloud, or lack thereof. I just will say, if Cloud returns, I think it should stay. If he's gone, it definitely should go.
Nope, he should go.
Anyways, some stages I'd like to see return, and these are some older ones that aren't in Smash 4. And this might get some people angry. I liked Big Blue. I thought it was fun. I thought it was action-packed, and this is coming from more of a casual Smash player. I don't do competitions. I don't do Final Destination unless it's on random. I like fun, and I always thought Big Blue was fun and crazy. One of the funniest parts was when you threw a Pokeball and Weezing would pop out and it'd go flying off the screen.
Yeah, it was a good level, and of all the motion levels, I think it's the one I hate the least.
Mm-hmm.
Other things like Rainbow Cruise, it's a good level, but I'm not going to shed a tear if it goes away.
Right.
Things like that. Things like Poke Floats. Ugh.
That was next on my list, honestly.
To stay or go?
To come back.
Oh, jeez.
But upgrade it with newer Pokemon, of course. And maybe even have it a little dynamic, kind of like how Mario Maker can be different. Mm-hmm. Have different Pokemon on the floats each time you bring up the stage. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, considering what the Switch can do and the processing power and everything, and the fact that we're not going to be limited by the 3DS anymore, we could get away with more dynamic levels.
I think, yeah.
So, yeah, it's certainly possible.
But I always liked Poke Floats. I know people hated them. I have a lot of levels that I went back to people hate. So.
Yeah, it's horrible for being serious, but it is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Personally, though, there's all the basic levels, though.
Right.
Obviously you want Final Destination back, you want Battlefield back.
But do we need Big Battlefield back?
Sure. I'm okay with it.
It was not bad.
So I'm just going to start with the very obvious, easy one. Let's get Temple back. It's an awesome level. The Zelda, it never really has the normal Zelda music. It has the good Zelda music, not the main theme. The final level of Zelda 2 song. That was an awesome song.
Temple needs a return. They tried to recreate it with Palutena's Temple and 4, and it just
didn't work.
I think Temple is a staple of Smash, and will always come back.
And it's a brilliant level on its own. There's a lot of high pressure, fun moments where you're at 200% damage. All your opponents hate you. They, hit you. You go flying, and you just bounce up and down in the bottom part and don't go off the stage, and you just laugh your head off because you're gonna get some angry words directed at you, and even little things like the fact that the ground isn't quite even, and a lot of things being shot at you miss just because you can duck under it. Things like that make it just a unique level that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think another one, we actually have a GameCube pad, or not GameCube, but Wii U pad here, looking at some of the old levels here. Another one, I really do like Delfino Plaza.
Yeah.
The music's nice. I'm a big Super Mario Sunshine fan, so it was always nice to go back to Al Delfino. And in that same sense, I kind of like Skyloft, but I can understand them removing it. And they're going to replace it with something else, and we'll get to that later. But that's always a fun one. Another level that I think should come back, but I don't want it to at the same time, is Great Cave Offensive.
Ugh.
It was ambitious. I liked what they were trying to do, and at least give us some more ambitious levels for Smash 5.
Yeah, I mean, there are some weird levels that I actually like, despite the fact that I kind of don't like the series over-representation in the game. I thought Arena Ferox was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But why did I like it? Because there's another very similar level that I really like and want to see return, and that's Pokemon Stadium.
I'd like a new Pokemon Stadium.
Absolutely. Well, or both.
You can have the old one. I don't think we need 3 Pokemon Stadiums, but maybe do one of the old ones and a newer one with just some updated characters, some new fields that come up. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, because, well, let's face it though, whenever they go outside of it, did a lot of people, okay, apparently Pokefloats aside, did everybody like Saffron City? Not so much.
You would be surprised online.
Did everybody like Person Tower from 3DS? Not so much.
What about Spear Pillar? With the Algon Palkia from Brawl? Let's revert. Let's just... Same reason people love Skull Kid when you throw them out as an assist trophy.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. But what was the other one? The Kalos Pokemon League. Also another... I didn't like it as much.
It wasn't... I think out of all those, that's probably my favorite from that batch of non-Pokemon Stadium, excluding Pokefloats, because that's awesome. I think another level that I'd like to return is a boxing ring.
Absolutely.
It's pretty basic. It was fun, and I love the little descriptions each character got in the background on the screen. So I'd love to see what new characters, what they say about Inklings, or what they update other people about. That was always kind of one of those neat little things that once you saw it once, you kind of didn't care, but I liked it.
One level that for some reason I've always liked, and there's 2 that are very similar, and that's Luigi's Mansion or Tomodachi Life. Multiple levels, and probably Luigi's Mansion will win out. If we see one of them return, it won't be Tomodachi Life, because that was that big social game that nobody even remembers anymore.
It was big. People liked it.
It was really big for a week, 2 weeks.
Oh, we got Miitomo because of it.
True. But, yeah, just the multiple levels is a lot of fun. And Luigi's Mansion, honestly, if I have a second, I will destroy the mansion just because I can. And haha.
I also want to see the Mute City from the 3DS game. I really enjoyed it. I want to keep it pixelated like it is, but I always thought it was kind of neat.
Yeah, also one that I liked, and this is probably I'm going to get criticized for it, especially because it's pretty much a duplicate of a level. I actually did like the Miiverse level. I thought the comments in the background were at best funny, at worst distracting. And let's face it, if you let the community come up with content, you're going to get some incredible stuff. Probably police it a little better, but if they can bring it back for Splatoon, why can't they bring it back for Smash?
I hope they do. I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That was an amazing level on so many different levels. Okay. There's some other levels that, of course, we'll see again, and we're happy about. I think those are kind of the bigger ones that we wanted to hit upon, unless there's any more that you had.
Really, just Mario Maker. We mentioned it earlier, but it's just a fun level.
Yeah.
Just different.
It was different, and I do like things changing. That's one reason. We both like Excite Bike level from Mario Kart 8, just because it's a little different each time. So, moving on to stages we never want to see again. Now,
Midgar.
Yes, Midgar. Just hammering that into the ground, are you?
No, I don't have a hammer big enough.
Fair enough. So these can be stages that can be from Smash 4 or any other Smash. So I'm going to throw this one out here. First, I never, ever want to see Congo Jungle 64 again. I don't think it's a fun level. I don't know why they keep bringing it back. I haven't seen a lot of love online for it. I just never want to see Congo Jungle 64 again. And it kind of goes into an issue I've noticed when I was preparing for this. Most of the Donkey Kong levels excluding the newer one that came in Smash 4, I forget the name of it, with the tikis and going back and forth between the foreground and the foreground, aren't really well representations of Donkey Kong Country games. And that's something that kind of bothered me when I was looking around, and I'll get to that when we look at new levels. But the top one was Congo Jungle 64. I hate it.
Yeah, frankly, I want to see Midgar go away.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, but on a more serious note, yeah, just I kind of want to see new levels just in general. I would like to see more levels go than stay, to be fair, or to be completely honest. But I mean,
well, he's looking. I'll add another one. Wrecking Crew.
Oh yeah.
I don't get the appeal. Like, we have Duck Hunt because we have Duck Hunt. Wrecking Crew is, I know they try to make nods to older games, but it just seemed like it fell flat. It wasn't a fun level for me. Along with Pyrosphere from Metroid Other M, not because of where it came from, but because I hate these bosses that you can't toggle off. If you could toggle them off, it wouldn't be that bad. But it's kind of generic, and there's so many better Metroid levels that we've had in the past.
So, goodbye Mega Man. Or, well, the Wily Castle.
Yes, I want that either where they remove the Yellow Devil, or I guess I'll jump into one of my new stages. I want a new Mega Man stage where there isn't a Yellow Devil like that. I think the best idea is to kind of cross-promote Mega Man 11 and choose one of the new levels from there.
Sure.
Or you could even, this isn't going to happen, have it where it's kind of a traveling level like Al Delfino or Skyloft, where you kind of jump from different stages in the Mega Man timeline. So you see, it's kind of in the background, you see a Lek-Man stage scrolling by, and then it jumps to Pharaoh Man stage, and then why are we at Spark Mandrill stage, and then what are we doing fighting Gateman.exe? This is one of those pipe dream ones, but kind of representing more than just the classic Mega Man series, just kind of jumping around. Instead of having like each series having their own level, you need to have,
And so you end up on Iceman's stage, and you can never make those stupid block jumps, and then everybody dies getting smashed against the left edge.
But anyways, sorry, I took over there. What's some stages? Any other ones?
Oh no, it's fine. No, just yeah. I mean, I would like to see just some of the larger stages that they added. Mario Galaxy, Great Cave Offensive. Also, Palutena's Temple. I'd like to see them go.
Okay.
Not necessarily get rid of all the big stages. I think that 8-player Smash is a lot of fun, but let's just switch it up. A lot of the big stages, I don't think were as good. Because, let's face it, Mario Galaxy is just a big flat stage for the most part. There's a few
curves,
platforms.
and it has that gravity going for it.
Yeah.
I expected more from a Mario Galaxy stage.
Yeah, Palutena's Temple just seemed like a super unimpressive temple. And yeah, it just goes on and on. I'd also like to see 75 meter go away.
Oh gosh, yes.
I love the idea of making a classic Donkey Kong stage. I cannot figure out why I do not like 75 meter. It's
hazards.
There's, I don't know, maybe if they did one out of the original Donkey Kong level, the whole slanted up and down, yeah. I mean, that would probably be a lot better, but for the most part, I could see it going, and I wouldn't really shed a tear.
Another level that it was in Brawl, but it wasn't in Smash 4, is Hand and Bow. Yeah, dust that one off, guys. I hated that level. I have no clue whose son or daughter, as executive son or daughter, wanted that stage, because I think that's the only reason it was in there.
Yeah, and actually, while we're at it, while I would like to see the franchise come back, I would be okay with the Ice Climbers level never coming back. The vertical scroll was just annoying, and depending on the character, it was kind of unfair. If you had a fast or character that could jump really well, it was a lot easier than if you're Ganondorf and struggling to keep up.
Little Mac.
I know.
On that stage.
That would be even worse.
I think they'd put that in consideration. I think we'd see a new Ice Climber stage, if anything. Because we both agree they're coming back next game.
Yeah. Well, the one from Brawl was a lot better.
Yeah.
In my opinion. It was,
oh yeah, the Icicle Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did like that level.
Yep.
Any other ones? Are you ready to?
Not that I can think of.
All right, so this is probably the more interesting part where we're getting some interesting discussions. Stages that we want brand new for Smash 5. I'm going to throw out the obvious one, New Donk City.
I'm not going to say that that's obvious, only because there's so many great levels you could make from Galaxy.
Galaxy?
Or Odyssey.
Odyssey. Now, I think New Donk is just the representation, the main world that represents Odyssey, which is why I think having it during the festival scene would be amazing.
Yeah. Or maybe have an alternate version where if you play on Saturday nights, it's festival, and the rest of the time it's daytime.
Okay, KK Slider.
Sure. I thought that was pretty awesome in this Animal Crossing levels.
I think that those are nice touches.
There's the only reason I wouldn't agree completely with that is because I think a Mount Volbono level could be cool. I think a Cascade Kingdom level could be awesome. There's just, and those would probably be my top 3, but you could have a lot of really awesome levels.
Well, what about the idea of traveling? You're traveling on the Odyssey.
That as well. Also, I mean, you could be playing and fighting, and suddenly the Odyssey comes crashing down on top of you. Not crashing on top of you, but landing on you and crushing you and causing you to say some choice words.
It could be a fun travel level to kind of go around these different worlds.
Yeah, I don't like travel levels.
I love them.
And I'm going to bring one up later, so I'm going to regret that. But yeah, we got to see something from Odyssey.
Oh, we will. On that note, I think we'll also see a Breath of the Wild level.
Which, how do you represent it? And that's why I'm thinking traveling level.
That's what I have in my notes, kind of like Skyward Sword.
Yeah, well, not even that. I was thinking more along the lines of just maybe you're on the back of one of the beasts, and then suddenly you're on the back of another one. The background changes. You'd obviously have some interference from the beast itself. Water spraying on you, stuff raining down from the volcano.
I want this level. I didn't even I want that level really bad.
Maybe the whole level tilting.
Wow.
Or sand.
I hate sand. It gets everywhere.
Quite midichlorian. But yeah, but then again, that's just a thought. You could do a lot of different things with Breath of the Wild. And yeah, just what do you think?
I want that idea of where you travel between the beasts. That's really cool. I want that.
Okay.
That's where I don't.
Well, you had notes, so
my thing was just traveling around Hyrule Field.
That would be awesome too.
Not as cool. I mean, it would be neat to see. Sometime. I'm not a big hazard person, but like having a guardian sometimes show up might be kind of cool. But we need to toggle for hazards.
Yeah.
That might be its own. That could be its own video, honestly. But we just need to toggle our hazards. Another obvious stage, I think, Inkopolis Square.
Yeah.
We obviously have the Inklings coming. They need a stage for representation, and having it be the square would be cool.
I also believe that maybe not that, or maybe just one of the levels.
Right. If you have the Inkopolis Square, imagine if maybe not because eventually the Splatfest will end, but maybe like on Saturday nights they have the Splatfest. I know, don't make it Friday night, whatever. You have, Callie Marie.
Well, no, they're always on Saturdays, so it would have to be Saturday.
Yeah. You have Callie and Marie or Marina and Pearl dancing and singing in the background, and kind of having a Splatfest. And you can even have pictures of all the past Splatfests, cycle through. Like, there was a dozen or so in the first game. We have a bunch now. It'd be neat, just, you don't have to have all the Meaver stuff, of course, but just have and where you choose your shirt, have that kiosk show, hey, it's, love or money this time, or it's Autobots or Decepticons, because that was a Splatfest for some reason.
Or even, if you want to get more creative, have those Meaver style things pop up. I mean, both Smash and Splatoon are both Nintendo IPs. Why not just mix them a little bit?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It'd be a fairly inexpensive way to get changing content. Well, then again, you would only be able to do that during a Splatfest, but still, it would be very interesting.
It could be.
I agree with the Splatoon level, although I would rather see a level, personally. The only thing is which one, and that's the $1 million question. What's the most iconic Splatoon level? And you can't answer that.
There's a lot of some of the most despised levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ones I hate too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I do think the Inkopolis Square is the better choice. But moving on, I think another game that needs a level, because I really think they're going to get a character in there, is ARMS. And I'm thinking, let's bring in that the level I can't remember the name of. With the trampoline things around the edges.
Springman's level. I forget. Spring Arena. We'll call it Spring Arena. Probably not the name.
Yeah, edit it in later maybe. But just have a level with a lip on it. It would make things a lot more difficult. I mean, let's face it, if you've played the past Smash games, you've made a level that's basically a gigantic U. And you have beaten the living daylights out of your friends in it. You'll get up to 500%, 600%, 700% damage. You'll, tap your opponent and they'll go flying back and forth. It wouldn't be that tall, obviously. It'd be kind of a shallow U shape. If you hit the sides, you bounce up in the air. It wouldn't be the same, physics or gravity or anything.
It'd be very different, but I see where you're coming from.
But yeah, it would basically give you a way to recover, and it'd be a higher damage fight.
Yeah.
It would be different, which is pretty much the thing I'd like to see more than anything, is changing it up. And I think it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like that idea. I forgot. I mean, we both predicted ARMS in our top 10, Springman and Ribbon Girl. So yeah, obviously, if they begin that game or stage, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Now, before I was talking about how I felt most of the Donkey Kong stages didn't really represent Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country in general. So I want a stage from the original trilogy. Something. I don't have a solid idea, but I want a true representation of what Donkey Kong Country is for a Smash level. And I just can't think of something that would actually stick, and maybe that is the reason we haven't, but you could have it on the pirate ship where you face K. Rool in Donkey Kong Country 1, and is the first level in Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah, I think just even making a version of an original the original first level of Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Even keep the same style, that kind of 3D-ish look that is honestly, back in the day, looked absolutely fantastic. Today it's a bit dated, but still, it was very iconic, and I think it would also look great. Although it was a rare title, so it might not.
They own all the assets.
Well. Yeah, so it might not be or might not happen.
It could have. They don't know. Nintendo owns all the assets. That because Diddy Kong was created by Rare, but Nintendo owns Diddy Kong.
True.
And Dixie Kong and all, So I think that could happen. before, I kind of mentioned how Mario Galaxy Stage I didn't feel was a representation of Mario Galaxy. I'd like to actually see the Space Observatory as a level instead. A new Galaxy level.
It could work.
Make it not a big level, but like a mid-sized level with different platforms that you just, you run. So you have different levels where you can kind of fight and run away and say, show me your moves. And I think it'd be, I think that'd be kind of neat to help pull Mario Galaxy as a representation because it deserves it.
Yep. Now, there are a few other crazy ideas, like why not have one based off of the Mii Plaza? I mean, you can shake your Switch and be able to play the game more. You can be like me and play it specifically at McDonald's to try to play it more. You're staring at me funny. Okay, so we'll do one with the Nintendo Badge Arcade, and if you pay pay $1, you can play it 5 times.
This isn't Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
Well, if they bring in the Badge Arcade, even if they don't bring in the Badge Arcade, Bunny, that actually isn't a bad idea to have a Badge Arcade level.
In all honesty, I said that as a joke, but you're completely right.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you could have badges in the way. You can knock them off. You'll have a claw coming down. It might carry you to the side of the screen, but you could probably recover from that.
Yeah.
It'd be an annoyance, but it would be fun.
Yeah.
The backgrounds could change. The badges could change. It actually would be interesting.
Because we get levels from games that don't have fighters, so like you said in the top 10, he could be a fighter. You would like to see him. I think that'd be a cool idea, and I think that could be a fun level.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too late because it's not relevant.
Relevant?
Yes, thank you. It's not. Yeah. So, but I think it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. And I do enjoy those changing levels too. I mean, not that Smashville changes that much on a Saturday night, but the gimmick is really, really just.
It's those tiny details like that I really like with Smash.
Yeah.
And that they put in that effort. So yeah.
Yeah, I love the novelty.
There you go. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our discussion about stages. Do you have anything to add before we sign off here?
Yeah, just bye Midgar. Jerk stage.
Again, thank you for tuning in to the Nintendo News Network. Matt's thoughts about Midgar are his own and does not reflect the Nintendo News Network as a company. That doesn't actually exist. Please consider liking and subscribing to us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, if you'll excuse us, what we really do want from a new stage in the Smash 5 is a proper stage editor.
Oh.